to another episode of Simplified. I'm your host, Fred Martinez. Today, we're going to go over understanding sole proprietorships. So, a sole proprietorship is a profit making business owned by one person. It's also distinct from a DBA and an LLC. It's easy to set up and manage. When people come to me and they ask me about which way they want to go, I usually tell them, what's the most economical way to go. And obviously, the sole proprietorship is the easy way. So what's the difference between a sole proprietor and a DBA and an LLC? The DBA is where you actually go to the courthouse and you register it. So then you get a copy, kind of like a copyright in the area of Hidalgo County, because they're going to look to see if that name is available and nobody else has it. And then an LLC is actually registered with the Secretary of State. A key statistics: there's over 700,000 sole proprietors in the United States. Here are the sole proprietorship essentials. Register using your Social Security number. Business actually starts with income generation. Income defines your status as a business. And then you got to follow the IRS guidelines to differentiate from hobbies. Advantages and disadvantages of sole props. Here are the key points to consider. It's simple, quick, easy to set up. Flexible tax strategies available. Easy to dissolve the business. Disadvantages of a sole prop: personal liability and assets. So if something happens within that business and you get sued, they can go after you personally and they can go after your assets. It's also subject to self-employment tax and then the potential for double taxation. Now you got to understand the hobby loss rule. Defining a business must show profit intent in order to be considered legitimate according to the IRS. Profit motive criteria. The IRS evaluates consistent profit generation over several years for classification. Your allowable deductions: only expenses directly related to profit generating activities can be deducted for tax purposes. So one of the questions I was asked was the hobby loss rule, and how does that affect me in regards to whether I'm an actual business or whether it's a hobby? The hobby loss rule just basically says that you can take your income and you can take all your expenses, but you can't have losses. And so with a business, sometimes during the first year, the first 2 or 3 years, you may have losses. So you can take those losses on your income tax return. But if the IRS considers you to be a hobby, right, your business to be a hobby, then you can only take it to zero. You can't have a loss on there. Hey, so now I want you to subscribe to my weekly podcast, Simplified. All right. I'm your host, Fred Martinez, and I appreciate you being here with me once again.